Hello friends. Today we're diving into a story that's close to the heart of every traveler. Isn't there something magical about travel? The anticipation, the thrill of stepping into the unknown, and the promise of new experiences waiting just beyond the horizon. You step into a world that feels completely new. The air, the sounds, and especially the food. Each is an adventure, a chance to discover flavors and traditions you've never known before. But even in the most exotic places you spot a familiar sign. McDonald's, KFC, a taste of home that instantly bridges the gap between worlds. For years these global brands were a comfort, a reliable friend in unfamiliar cities. They offered a sense of belonging, a little piece of home, when everything else felt foreign. You could be in Tokyo or Dubai and know exactly what you'd get. A simple, delicious thread connecting travelers worldwide, making the world feel just a bit smaller. But the world is always changing, and so are the things we once took for granted. What happens when that comfort food becomes complicated, tangled up in world events and shifting public opinions? Today, across Asia and the Middle East, people are making a choice that's changing the landscape of food and travel. They're turning away from these global giants, changing how people eat, connect, and travel. The familiar is no longer the default. This isn't just about food, it's about heart, conscience, and community. It's about making choices that reflect deeper values. The red and white bucket of KFC, once a symbol of fun, now sits in the middle of a complex conversation about identity and belonging. Travelers in countries like Pakistan and Malaysia are finding a different landscape, one where the old comforts are fading away. The restaurants they once visited are now quiet, sometimes even shuttered. Their neon signs dimmed. It's a surprising sight that makes you stop and think about how quickly things can change. Why is this happening? What does it mean for locals, and for us, the travelers? Let's find out together. What's behind this change? It's about connection, of a different kind. The war in Gaza has touched millions, sparking a powerful response: boycott. People across Asia and the Middle East are choosing not to spend at brands linked, even indirectly, to the conflict. It's a peaceful, personal stand, a way to show empathy and solidarity. Social media has turned this movement global, with lists of brands to avoid spreading rapidly. Major Western brands from fast food to coffee are now at the center of this campaign. For many, skipping a burger or coffee is a small act of compassion, a way to align daily actions with values. This collective action is a reminder, even small choices multiplied can have a huge impact. The impact is staggering. In Kuala Lumpur, Starbucks sales have dropped over 35%. Once busy cafes now sit empty. In Pakistan, KFC has faced protests, even violence, and dramatic profit drops. McDonald's reported its first global sales decline in years, citing the conflict as a major factor. Domino's Pizza closed stores across Asia, reporting its first annual loss in decades. These aren't just businesses, they're symbols, and for many, they now represent something they can't support. Investment funds are pulling out, and parent companies are feeling the prolonged effects. This is a historic moment. Consumer power, fueled by conscience and digital connectivity, is reshaping the global marketplace. The empty chairs and closed doors are a message, loud and clear, heard in boardrooms worldwide. The world of food and travel will never be the same. So, what does this mean for travelers? The world you step into now is not quite the same as before. The rhythms of travel have shifted, and the familiar comforts you once relied on may no longer be there. Arriving in cities like Lahore or Kuala Lumpur, you'll notice the dining landscape has changed. The streets are still vibrant, but the options feel different, and the atmosphere carries a new sense of anticipation. Familiar fast food signs are gone or shuttered, replaced by a sense of unrest and reflection. The absence of these global chains is a reminder of how quickly things can change. The convenience of a quick, familiar meal is gone. You have to look harder for lunch. Suddenly, every meal becomes a small adventure, a puzzle to solve. Travelers like Chloe from Australia find themselves rethinking their routines, seeking out local spots instead. It's a chance to break habits and try something new, even if it feels a bit daunting at first. This shift forces you to be present, to engage with your surroundings. You notice the smells, the sounds, and the energy of the city in a way you might have missed before. Instead of autopilot, you become an active participant, asking locals for recommendations, discovering hidden gems. Each conversation opens a door to a new experience. The absence of the familiar opens up a world of discovery. You find yourself wandering down side streets, drawn in by the unknown. You might end up at a bustling roadside stall, trying dishes you can't pronounce, and loving it. These moments become the stories you'll tell long after your trip ends. Safety is important, but so is curiosity. Balancing both lets you experience the best of what a place has to offer. This is a chance to see how global events shape local life, and to find the heart of a place far from the well-trodden path. You witness resilience, adaptation, and the creativity of communities. Sometimes, the best meals are the ones you never expected. In this new landscape, every bite is a reminder that travel is about discovery, and the unknown can be delicious. The most beautiful part of this story is in the voices of the people. Their stories, their experiences, and their choices paint a vivid picture of a world that is both deeply local and wonderfully global. Aisha, a university student in Malaysia, told me, "It's not a big sacrifice to give up a latte. My friends and I meet at a local kopitiam now. It feels good." These small changes in our daily routines are creating new rituals, families discovering local restaurants, travelers finding authentic flavors, and students like Aisha embracing local culture. These choices are creating new rituals, families discovering local restaurants, travelers finding authentic flavors. David, a traveler from Canada, shared, "In Amman, I asked a taxi driver where to eat. He took me to Hashem restaurant for falafel and hummus. It was the best meal of my trip." These experiences are not just about food, they are about connection and discovery. It was the best meal of my trip. Food is more than fuel. It's identity, community, a statement. It's a way to understand a place and its people. A local shop owner in Pakistan said, "When you eat at my friend's biryani shop, you help his family. We're seeing more tourists now, curious to try real Pakistani food. We're seeing more tourists now, curious to try real Pakistani food." There's pride in sharing culture through food. It's a way to say, this is who we are. For locals, it's about conscience. For travelers, it's an invitation to engage authentically. It's a chance to step out of the familiar and embrace the new. Every choice to try a local dish over a global chain is a small act of connection. It's a way to say, I'm here to experience your world. It's a nod of respect, a gesture of support. It's about valuing the local economy and the people who make it thrive. It says, I see you, I'm here to learn, and I'm hungry. Hungry for food, yes, but also for understanding and connection. This shift is a personal journey for everyone involved. It's about discovering new tastes and new perspectives. The absence of the familiar creates space for the new. It's in these moments that we grow and learn the most. Travelers are discovering that the heart of a place is found in its local flavors. Each bite tells a story. Every meal becomes a bridge between cultures. It's a way to connect, to understand, and to appreciate. And isn't that what travel is all about? It's about finding joy in the journey, one meal at a time. With global giants fading, local and regional brands are shining. In Malaysia, chains like Mary Brown are thriving, offering unique flavors and national pride. In Pakistan, chapli kebab and bun kebab stalls are bustling, each bite a taste of tradition. Across the Middle East, local eateries are packed, serving manikish, shawarma, and more. These aren't just meals, they're experiences, crafted with love and history. The boycott has sparked a celebration of local culture and cuisine. For travelers, it's a chance to taste authenticity and support local families. It's a delicious win-win, making travel richer and more meaningful. Our journey ends here, but the real journey is just beginning. The world is more connected than ever. A conflict in one place changes dinner in another. Every meal is a choice, and every choice has impact. We can choose the familiar, or step into the unknown, and connect. Travel opens our minds and hearts, teaching empathy and solidarity. Behind every headline are real people making choices to make the world better. So travel with eyes and heart open. Support small, family-run restaurants. Try the dish you can't pronounce. Put your money into local communities. Let's eat, connect, and make our travels a force for good. Now who's hungry?